Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. So I got you guys a question. Have you ever had a plan in the beginning and then it slowly started to change when getting closer and closer to the deadline? For me, I guess I changed around 50% of my plan. So in this video, I'm going to go through my new strategy and my new team for the double game week 30. But before we get onto that, just want to let you guys know that I have a new league that I set up. It's for free. Anyone can join. So I will put this code in the description below. Anyone can join. It's called Second Chance, and it will start in game week 30 plus. And I want to see who's going to get the most points in this last remaining season. And whoever wins this league, they got the chance to feature on my video. It will be really up to you how you want to be featured. So we will go and talk about that near the end of this season. So here we go. Now this is actually my original team. And as you can see, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 double game week players, and 4 is actually not enough for the double game week. And if I look at my team, there's a few players here that I actually don't want, like Ings, Yonchu. I mean, look at that bench. It's not the bench that I actually want to go ahead with. And I want to switch players around and just have a brand new team. The strategy that I had in the beginning was to use the unlimited transfers, get ready for the double game week 30, and then use the bench boost, right? And then in game week 31, I will activate my wild card, remove all the double game week players, and adjust my team and get that team set for the next few game weeks, right? Or the remaining parts of the season. Now the last part, I have changed my mind on. I'm still gonna use my unlimited transfers and create an amazing team for game week 30 and obviously use the bench boost, but I might just hold my wild card for a little bit more longer. Now I know you might be asking yourself, why do you want to do that? Well, I'm gonna go through some of the strategies and how my team is looking like, and then I'll explain. And if I'm not going to be using my wildcard in game week 31, I think this team that I'm creating, it's definitely going to help a lot of people out there. Because I need to look at, the fixtures for game week 30 and for 31. So I have to do a little bit of a balancing, and I think I have sussed it out. There are still a few players that I could change. And please let me know. This is all a fun. We've still got a lot of time left. But for me, I confirmed it. I couldn't help myself, and I want to have a little bit of fun. And I'm actually going for it. I'm going to try something a little bit different than most FPL managers. I'm going to have a lot of fun at this remaining part of the season. So here we go. And as you can see, in this team, I've got 10 double game week players and 5 single game week players that actually got a decent fixture, not only in game week 30, but in game week 31 as well. So let's go through the team. I've got Leno in goal against Manchester City and Brighton away. 2 tough fixtures, but I think Leno is a great shout to keep at least 1 clean sheet and, save a lot of shots. I kept Lundstrom, and I'm going to explain why. It's because I needed the money. I didn't want to remove him, and I was a little bit short. To be honest with you, I can still remove him, but I'm going to keep him for now, and maybe towards the end, nearer the deadline, I can change him up, okay? So, right now, he's in my team for now. Lundstrom, Aston Villa away, and Newcastle away. Got Bolly in my team, one of the single game week players against West Ham away. One of the players that actually is a nailed-on starter, and he's done really well coming back from injury. And if we look at the fixtures for Wolves, West Ham away, that's pretty damn decent. And Bournemouth, right? Aston Villa and Arsenal and so on. Really good fixtures for Wolves. And I'm going to talk about why I only got one for now, but I do have some transfer plans for Game Week 31. Egan, another Sheffield United player. I don't need to go for him. I can go for someone else. But for now, because he's the cheapest of the defenders, I just added him in my team. I can make the adjustments for the Sheffield United players later on. This is just to show you guys how the team is looking like for now. We've got Trent, one of the other single game week players against Everton. And if you look, a really good fixture at home against Crystal Palace. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with Liverpool, if they're going to be, once they win the Premier League, are they going to have a lot of rotation? Are they going to give youngsters a try? So we don't know, but for the first 2 games, they're going to go all out. Next up, we got Ismail Sarr, one of my differential players of ownership of 2.7. I'm going for it. I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to see what happens. If it fails, then I got my wild card to sort everything out. 6.4, and he completely destroyed Liverpool. Remember that game? 19 points, 2 goals, 1 assist. That was just an incredible performance from him and Watford. And my other single game week players that I have is Fernandes, a player that I want for game week 31 and onwards. Just like this Watford player here, if we look at the fixtures, they got Burnley away, Southampton at home. Really good fixtures for them to try and get in those points that they need. Okay, against Chelsea is going to be difficult, but then 2 back-to-back home games, Norwich and Newcastle. These fixtures are really good. You got to look at, if you just remove Chelsea out of this fixtures, right, it's really good on paper. And same thing for Manchester United. Their fixtures are incredible. Now, the only reason that I haven't removed Fernandes out of my team is because I don't want to make too many transfers for game week 31. That's pretty much the issue that I'm having. Like, I don't want to take a hit, right, just to bring him back, because I've got other plans to kind of sort my team out. I've got Jack Grealish, 2 home games, 1 for Chelsea and 1 for Sheffield United. Pookie, another differential player. I know his ownership is 12.9. I think that's really low still. And the price that I got is 6.5. They got something to play for. He is one of the nailed on players, superstar in their team. As you can see, 11 goals and 3 assists. I know that, you haven't bought the points lately, but they need him more than ever. And like I said, I'm going for differentials. I'm trying something a little bit different with my single game week players. That's the plan, is to get all the double game week players that everyone's going for, and then bring in 1 or 2, single game week players that not many people are looking at, but has the potential. And with these fixtures, 2 back-to-back home games, then Arsenal away. Okay, if you just remove that, just remove Arsenal for a second, right? These fixtures are really good. Brighton at home, Watford away, and then West Ham at home. These are relegation battle fixtures. They gotta go for it. They gotta go for it. That's just my prediction. It could be wrong. It could be wrong, and I can understand why people might not go for it. I can understand that. Aubameyang away against Manchester City, away against Brighton. And Aguero at home against Arsenal and Burnley at home. Now, we don't know if he's going to play 2 of the games. There might be some substitute appearance. He could come off before 60 minutes. A lot of things could happen, but he has the potential to score a lot of goals. And he's got an amazing record against Arsenal. And if we look at the bench, as you can see, the bench boost has been activated. I've got Edison in goal. Now, I don't have to go for him, because if I want to keep this team for game week 30, game week 31 and onwards, I've got too much money left in the bench, right? I'll go through my transfers in a sec. I feel like I have a lot of money to spend. I'll go through that in a sec. So I'll get Edison here just to get that Manchester City defensive cover, a player that is nailed on. And I can see 2 clean sheets here from him. And target 4.4, really low owned. Not really expecting that much, to be honest with you, but there is a possibility. And with 2 games, you know, if he plays both of the games, let's just say he gets 2 points and another 2, 4. There's a possibility. That's why I'm just going with him, and he's very, very cheap. Kevin De Bruyne at home against Arsenal and Burnley, and Fleck. That is 5 million, only 6% owned. Got 2 fixtures, decent fixtures, and I think he is on penalties. Looking at this team, it is much, much better than this team here. Come on, it has to be. And I got a lot of double game week players. You know, I got 10 double game week players. I got 5 single game week players that has got really good fixtures that I want to hold for game week 31 and onwards. And the strategy here is, you know, now that I'm set for game week 31, I can make those adjustments without using my wildcard. Now, if something did happen and, you know, there was other players that were just on form or situations that occurred, then I've got the backup to use the wildcard and change my players around. I've got no problem of doing that. But what I'm trying to do is trying to hold the wildcard just a little bit more longer and maybe use it in game week 33 or something, or game week 34, and maybe in the final fixtures I'll use my free hit, because most of the times in the press conference they always mention who is definitely going to play. So what I was thinking in game week 31 is to remove Aguero and then bring in Raul Jimenez. And like I said, Wolves' fixtures are really good. Then he will have an amazing game against Bournemouth. Pookie will have a home game against Everton. For Arsenal, decent fixtures for Aubameyang. I can keep him for a little bit more longer. So, you know, the only players that I'm thinking to get rid, like after game week 31, is Jack Grealish, because you can see these fixtures are really, really bad. Then maybe I might even make a wildcard team for game week 32. We've got Saar, a 6.4 player that has got really good fixtures in game week 31, 32, 34, 35. Manchester United, yes, I guess bring in another Manchester United player. And as you can see, I'll have 4 million in the bank. Okay, let's start to remove Lundstrom. I've got 8.4 to spend. I can bring in any defender that I want. Or what I can do is, okay, it's time to get rid of Jack Grealish. Cool, let's remove. As you can see, I've got 10.4 million. And with this money, I can start bringing in new players. Maybe I can go for Martial. A lot of people are looking at Manchester United players and looking at these fixtures and thinking to themselves, whoa, we need to start bringing Manchester United players. I could go for Song. I got a lot of options without using the wildcard. I don't have to make all of these 2 transfers to fix up the team, as the team itself is actually strong. So we will see. We will see how it goes. We will see who's on form, who is playing well, who we definitely need to bring in, who is injured. You know, we still need to wait for the press conference, but I think I can hold my wild card for a little bit more longer with the team that I have in front of you. Anyways, guys, I hope this has helped. Maybe this has given you some kind of idea, some kind of thoughts on differentials, a different mindset, a different plan. Yeah, I will confirm my team. So basically, I'm waiting for the press conference to create my last and final draft. So yeah, watch out for that. Anyways, guys, join the new league. Follow me on Twitter. Smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy your weekend. See ya.